You've been waiting so long. Longer than you realize. Not just weeks or months. But lifetimes. Your heart has been holding its breath. And you didn't even know. Someone has been standing at the door. Not knocking. Just waiting. Waiting for you to turn around. Waiting for you to notice the silence that isn't empty. Waiting for the right moment. And that moment. It's closer than you think. But that's not all. Something else happened. Something you couldn't see. Something that was decided without you. And it changes everything. You know that feeling? When you're about to hear something important? That tiny shiver in your spine. That sudden stillness in your mind. That's happening right now. As you read these words. Your body already knows. Your soul already knows. The message is already inside you. Here's the truth. And I'm going to tell you slowly. Because you need to hear every word. This person. The one you've been dreaming about. The one whose face you can almost see. The one whose voice you recognize in strangers. They've been carrying something. Something heavy. Something precious. Something they've been protecting. For you. Don't skip this part. Because this is where it gets real. They've known for a long time. Long before you knew. They knew the first time they felt you. Not with their hands. Not with their eyes. But with something deeper. Something that doesn't need sight. Something that remembers. And now. Now they're ready. They've been waiting for the right moment. Waiting for you to be ready too. Waiting for the stars to align. Waiting for the fear to quiet. Waiting for the doubt to fade. But here's the thing. They're not just waiting anymore. They're moving. Right now. Today. Something is happening. And you need to pay attention. Have you noticed? Small things. A text you almost sent. A street you almost turned down. A song that played at exactly the right time. That wasn't random. That was them. They've been preparing you. Gently. Patiently. With every coincidence. Every lucky break. Every moment that felt like magic. You're going to understand soon. But not yet. First, you need to know this one thing. Your soulmate has good news. But it's not the news you think. It's not about the future. It's not about a promise. It's not about a fantasy. The news is simpler than that. And more powerful. The news is this. They already know who you are. Not who you pretend to be. Not who you're trying to become. Not who you think you should be. They know who you really are. The part of you that no one sees. The part you hide. The part you're afraid to show. The part that feels unlovable. They've seen it all. From the beginning. And they never looked away. Another piece. One more layer. Are you still here? Good. Because the next part matters most. Their heart has been speaking to yours. For years. Without words. Without touch. Without presence. From miles away. From different lives. From the space between moments. You've felt it. That loneliness that wasn't loneliness. That sadness that wasn't sadness. That longing that always felt like it had a name. That was their heart calling. Reaching. Asking. And you answered. Every time. Without knowing. Every time you chose to keep going. Every time you refused to give up. Every time you believed in love despite everything. You answered. They're going to tell you soon. But first. Before you leave. You need to prepare. Because the news they've been waiting to tell you. It will change how you see everything. Not what you see. But how you see it. The good news isn't about them. It's about you. It's about what you've been waiting for. But didn't know you were waiting. Your heart has been asking a question. For as long as you can remember. The question is quiet. Most days, you don't even hear it. But it's there. Always. Am I alone? Will I be loved? Is there someone for me? The answer is coming. But the answer is not what you expect. What if the good news isn't that they're coming? What if the good news is they're already here? Stay with me. Just a little longer. Because this part is for you. You're still here. Good. Because something happened while you were reading. Something in the room shifted. Did you notice? A sudden stillness. A quiet that felt different than before. That was them. Moving closer. Here's what you need to understand. This person has been carrying this news for longer than you can imagine. Not days. Not months. Years. Lifetimes. They've wanted to tell you 1,000 times. 1,000 moments. 1,000 almosts. Remember those moments? When you felt like someone was about to speak. But then the phone rang. Someone interrupted. You got distracted. That wasn't coincidence. That was protection. Because you weren't ready. Not yet. But now. Now you're getting closer. There's something you don't know. Something they've been hiding. Not from fear. From love. You see, the news they have. It's not just about you and them. It's about everything. Every choice you've ever made. Every tear you've ever cried. Every door that closed. Every dream that felt impossible. It all led here. To this moment. To this sentence. To this breath. They've been watching you. Not like a stranger. Like someone who knows every part of you. Every scar. Every fear. Every secret hope you've never spoken aloud. And they're not afraid. That's the part that might surprise you. They're not afraid of your darkness. They're not afraid of your past. They're not afraid of the parts you've buried. They see it all. And they love it. All of it. Because here's the truth they've been waiting to tell you. You are exactly who they've been searching for. Not despite everything. Because of everything. Every mistake you made. That shaped you into the person they need. Every heartbreak you survived. That opened your heart to receive them. Every time you felt broken, that made room for something real. They've been waiting for this version of you. Not the perfect version. Not the healed version. Not the finished version. This version. Right now. Reading these words. One more layer. You're almost there. Have you noticed something strange happening? In the last few days? Maybe even hours? Synchronicities. Numbers repeating. A stranger smiling at you like they know you. A feeling that something is about to happen. That's not random. That's them. Telling you without words. They're preparing the moment. Right now. Somewhere in the world. They're taking a breath. They're gathering courage. They're saying goodbye to fear. And they're about to speak. But here's the thing about good news. It arrives in the strangest ways. Not always with bells. Not always with fireworks. Sometimes it arrives quietly. Like a whisper. Like a feeling. Like a knowing. This news might not sound like news. At first. It might sound like a memory. Like something you've always known. But forgot. You're going to hear it. And you're going to think. I've been waiting for this my whole life. Because you have. Another piece. This person has a secret. Not about them. About you. Something they discovered. Something you've been hiding from yourself. They see it clearly. The thing you can't see. The reason you've been searching. The reason nothing else ever worked. And the good news? The good news is you're almost ready to see it too. They've been dropping hints. All along. Messages in dreams. Feelings in your chest. A sudden urge to call someone. A random memory that made no sense. That was them. Speaking your language. The language of your heart. The language that needs no words. Do you remember? Last week. When you thought about them. Out of nowhere. And felt that warmth. That unexplained happiness. That was them. Sending you a preview. But that's not all. There's something they've been waiting to tell you. Something you need to know before the moment comes. The good news is not about the past. It's not about the future. It's about now. This moment. This breath. This second. They're not coming to fix you. They're coming to see you. Really see you. The way you've always wanted to be seen. And when they do. When they finally speak those words. You'll realize something. Everything. Every tear. Every weight. Every lonely night. Every question that had no answer. Every doubt that whispered you'd never find love. It was all preparing you. For this news. For this moment. For this truth. Because the good news isn't that they love you. You already know that. Deep down. In the part of you that never doubted. The good news is deeper. The good news is. The waiting is over. Not because they're coming. But because you're ready. Ready to hear. Ready to receive. Ready to believe. And that changes everything. One final truth. Stay with me. The moment you've been waiting for? It's closer than you think. Closer than you can imagine. They're about to speak. Right now. Maybe even as you read this. And when they do, when the words finally leave their heart, you'll feel it. Every cell in your body will know. Every doubt will vanish. Every fear will fade. Every question will find its answer. But here's the thing. The answer isn't outside you. It's inside you. The good news they've been waiting to tell you is that you're ready. You've always been ready. You just needed to hear it from them, so you could believe it from yourself. And now you know. The next part? That's when it all changes. Something is about to break open. Can you feel it? That pressure in your chest. That strange knowing. That feeling that you're standing on the edge of something. You are. They're closer now. Much closer. Not in distance. In intention. Something has shifted in their heart. A decision has been made. A line has been crossed. And there's no going back. Here's what you don't know. Something happened yesterday. Something small. Something ordinary. But it changed everything. They saw something. Or heard something. Or remembered something. And suddenly they couldn't wait anymore. The walls they built. The fear they carried. The reasons they stayed silent. All of it. Gone. In a single moment. You want to know what happened? What finally made them ready? They thought about you. Not in the usual way. Not with longing. Not with hope. But with certainty. For the first time, they knew. Not believed. Not hoped. Knew. With every part of their being. And once you know something like that, once you feel it in your bones, you can't pretend anymore. You can't wait. You can't hide. So they stopped. They stopped hiding. They stopped waiting. They stopped protecting themselves. And they started moving toward you. But that's not the whole story. There's more. Something you need to understand. See, the news they've been carrying. It's not just one thing. It's layers. Like an onion. Like a flower opening. Like a door that keeps revealing more doors. The first layer? That's what you think you know. But that's not the real news. That's just the beginning. The second layer? That's what they've been protecting you from. Not to hurt you. To help you. Because if you knew too soon, you might have run. But you're not running now. Are you? You're still here. Still reading. Still leaning in. That's how they knew you were ready. That's why they're coming. Another layer. There's something they want you to understand. Before the moment comes. Something important. The good news isn't about them choosing you. The good news is about something deeper. Something you've been running from. Your whole life. You see, you've been waiting for someone to choose you. To see you. To want you. To stay. And they do. They have. They will. But here's what they need you to know. The reason they're coming isn't to complete you. You're already complete. They're coming to show you. To reflect back what you've never seen. To hold up a mirror. To say, This is who you've always been. And I'm not afraid to see it. And that news? That changes you. Right now. Just hearing it. Just considering it. You feel different, don't you? Lighter? Freer? Like something that was stuck is starting to move? That's them. Reaching you. Even before the words are spoken. One more piece. They've been practicing. Can you imagine? Practicing the words. Trying different ways to say it. Wondering if they'll get it right. They've written letters they never sent. They've spoken words to empty rooms. They've imagined your face 1,000 times. And every time, every single time, they felt closer to you. Even in the imagining. Even in the practicing. Because the heart doesn't need distance. The heart just needs intention. And their intention? It's pure. They're not coming to take. They're coming to give. To share. To stand beside you. Not in front. Not behind. Beside. Equal. Whole. Together. But here's the secret they've been waiting to tell you. The one that changes everything. The news isn't just about the two of you. It's about everyone. Every person who ever hurt you. Every person who ever doubted you. Every person who said you'd never find love. The news is, they were wrong. All of them. Not because you found someone. But because you never needed someone. To be whole. To be worthy. To be loved. You were always enough. You just forgot. And this person? They remember. They've always remembered. They've been waiting to remind you. So here it is. The truth they've been carrying. The news they've been protecting. The message that will change everything. You are not searching for love. You are love. And they've been looking for you. Not to find themselves. But to celebrate you. That's the good news. Not that they're coming. But that you're already here. And so are they. The next part? That's when everything aligns. You're still here. And something is different now. Can you feel it? The air around you has changed. The silence is speaking. The space between your heartbeats is expanding. They're not just close anymore. They're here. Not in the room. Not in your presence. But in your space. In the energy that surrounds you. In the part of you that knows without knowing. Something is about to happen. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Now. You know that feeling? When you're about to hear something you've always wanted to hear? That anticipation that fills your chest. That's what this is. But multiplied. Amplified. Magnified by every moment you've ever waited. They're taking a breath. Right now. Somewhere. In a room you can't see. In a moment you can't reach. They're taking a breath. And they're about to let the words go. But before they do, before the news finally leaves their heart, you need to understand one more thing. Something they've never told anyone. Something they've been saving. Just for you. Do you remember the first time you felt them? Not with your eyes. With that part of you that doesn't sleep. The part that knows things before they happen. The part that has always known. That was real. That wasn't imagination. That wasn't wishful thinking. That was them. Finding you. From the very beginning. Here's what they've been waiting to tell you. And this matters. This is the core of it all. The thing they've been carrying since before they knew your name. They didn't find you by accident. They were looking. For a long time. Through crowds. Through years. Through people who almost fit. Through moments of doubt. Through times when they almost gave up. But something kept them going. Something that told them. You haven't found them yet. But they're real. And you will. That something? That was you. Calling them. Even before you knew who they were. You've been connected longer than you can remember. Longer than this life. Longer than this world. Longer than anything you can touch or hold. And that connection? It's been growing. Slowly. Patiently. Like roots beneath the ground. Like a river carving a canyon. Like a song being composed note by note. But now it's ready to surface. Another layer. Stay with me. There's something they need you to know. About the news. About what's coming. About what you're about to hear. The good news has a shape. A feeling. A texture. You've touched it in your dreams. You've heard it in the silence. You've tasted it in moments of unexpected peace. But you've never seen it. Not clearly. Not fully. Not in a way you could hold on to. That's about to change. They're about to give you something. Not a thing. Not a promise. Not a fantasy. Something real. Something you can feel. Something that will stay with you. Long after the words fade. They're about to give you permission. Permission to believe. Permission to trust. Permission to stop protecting yourself. Permission to let go. You didn't know you needed permission. But you did. You've been waiting for someone to say. It's okay. You can feel this. You can trust this. You can let yourself have this. And they're about to say it. With their whole heart. With their whole life. With every part of them that has ever loved you. That's the news. Not that they love you. You already know that. The news is. You're allowed to love yourself too. Because they see you. All of you. And they've decided. You're worth it. Every part. Every memory. Every scar. Every joy. Every tear. All of it. And that decision? That changes the rules. Something else. One more piece. You know what happens when someone sees you? Really sees you? Not with expectations. Not with conditions. Not with what they want you to be. But with eyes that just see. Something inside you relaxes. Something you didn't know was tight. Something you've been holding. For years. Maybe forever. You don't need to hide anymore. You don't need to perform. You don't need to be anything other than what you are. Because they're not asking for more. They're asking for you. Just you. The version of you that exists when no one is watching. The version you keep hidden. The version you think no one would ever want. They want that version. They've always wanted that version. They've been waiting for that version to come out. And now it is. Right now. As you read this. As you let yourself feel. As you start to believe. That version of you is stepping forward. And they're stepping forward too. In the same moment. From a different place. And that's the miracle. Not that you found each other. But that you found yourselves. At the same time. They have news. Good news. News that's been waiting. But the news isn't about them. The news is about you. And the moment is now. And the next part? That's when you'll finally hear it.